Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, like I had already told you guys, first thing I did was I went to Life Changers and I mainly said, hey, I know that there's a vendor's guide in there. So I went to the file section and I was like, okay, let me look on this vendor travel guide to see what exactly, what places are doing what or selling what. Because maybe you don't know that Vacation Express is the best um, place to potentially book a Caribbean. Maybe you don't know that, you know, you can go to Goldway for or Avanti for certain destinations. So this right here has different vendors or suppliers listed. And in teletravel, mainly you can book with anybody. Okay. Now the preferred partners usually have this better commissions or like a set commission versus other places. So here goes Hawaii. Hawaii says Blue Sky Tours. That's actually on VAX. So if you have VAX access, that is there. It also says you can go to Classic Vacations. We have access to Classic Vacations. So you can go on there and search for different stuff for Hawaii. And here goes some other ones. Right here it says Delta Vacation. So no matter if you've been here 60 days or not, Delta Vacation you can get from day one. And they actually have, if you look on there, you see that little dot right here. That says that whatever that dot is in that particular area, it means that you can book this particular thing on that particular site. Here goes FunJet, which is also on VAX. Here goes Globus, here go GoGo Vacation, and some other ones. The main ones that I use right now is, of course, it depends on what I'm trying to book, but this is the vendor list, and this is kind of how you could use that vendor list. By here goes different destinations up at the top. And then you just go down and say, okay, who sells it? So you'll see Shore Excursion Groups has some different shore stuff in Jamaica. This is Southwest Vacation sell Jamaica stuff. Some other ones that are more common for Jamaica is Classification has stuff. If you're looking for like houses, they may have some houses or some other stuff with Classic Vacation. There go Delta Vacation, there go FunJet. I'm trying to see if they have Vacation Express on here. I'm blind right now. Yep, there go Vacation Express. So all my Caribbean stuff, I always do it on Vacation Express on the most part. But I do it just because they have other benefits of using them. Hold on. And now I'm about to go to the other thing because I see now where the problem was. Where is, I don't know why this thing, it's not letting me go back to my Facebook. There you go. Okay, so what I was telling you already, I'll just go back to Facebook. Do y'all see that I'm going into Facebook?
Yes.
Facebook? Okay. All right. So like I was saying, that vendor list was in, I did put that in Life Changer, so that's on there. But just say, for example, you don't even realize or remember that there's a vendor list. I would go to a teletravel agent departure lounge. And I would actually search what I'm looking for. So like I already told you, potentially Italy or Hawaii. Let's say we're gonna do Hawaii then. If you do Hawaii, you'll see, okay, first booking to Hawaii, this person said they use, they told you what hotel they booked. They also told you where they got it through. When I go into IntelliTravel Departure Lounge, I use it more to see, one, do I have a certain hotel I'm looking at? I want to see what people think about it, or I want to know what vendor, because I did book a Hawaii trip. I had never been to Hawaii, so I didn't know what vendor to even use, or what should I look up, or what am I looking for. So some of these posts are more of a, oh, I can look on this page or I can look on that page. So I didn't know you can go on Blue Sky Tours to look up stuff for Hawaii. But one of the people on one of these posts said that. So I was like, oh, okay, let me go look that up. So here goes some other hotels. So this person used Hilton Waukee Beach hotel. Let's see. They said, let's see if they put anything decent on here. They booked through Travel Impression. And so mainly, hey, where's Travel Impression? Travel Impression's on VAX. And just say, for example, you didn't realize that. You can go to IntelliTravel back office, and it actually tells you under packages, different places, different stuff that you can do. Now, just say we're gonna do Travel Impression. Let's see if we can find that one. And as you see, here go travel impression. So I can say, hey, learn more. It's going to tell me that it's on Vax. And so then I have to go to Vax to look it up. So here goes, okay, I'm going to do vacation packages with one of those vendors. So let me look on here and see. Eventually it'll pop up. It's only doing this because I'm showing you guys.
Yep, performance anxiety. It happens to me all the time.
I'm like, okay, I had to look, but the thing is, I had everything pulled up on my. I have 3 screens, so I was like, okay, I'll put this on here. But
you know, technology is wonderful when it works.
Yeah, when it works. Okay, do y'all even see that I'm on Vax?
Yes, we do.
Well, at least that's a plus. Y'all can at least see that I'm on there. But it's not pulling up, and I don't know why. All right, let me just go up here and say Vax and do it myself.
I've learned sometimes I click too fast and not being patient enough, and it'll come up.
Yeah, but it don't take that long. Okay, I don't know why it's not popping up. Okay, well, I guess I want to show you that. Yeah, it's just being slow. All right, so
Latoiya, let us know, when can you get Vax?
You can get Vax after 60 days, but you also have to do IntelliTravel training. So if you go into IntelliTravel back office and you go to education and then go into IntelliTravel University, you scroll down past all this, and then you'll see IntelliTravel Online Academy training videos. If you have not done this, you cannot get Vax, even if it's been over 60 days. You have to do this training video. I recommend everybody do that part at the beginning, just because it tells you a lot of the basic information for your site and a whole bunch of other stuff about different vendors, some of the basic information that will help your life with getting started with this travel agency stuff. So that really should be something that you should have did anyway within the first 60 days. Or as soon as you had time. But no matter what, that right there will help you, okay? And then after that is the sandals training. I have not started it, but if sandals is something that you know you want to sell, I would recommend doing that also, okay? So back to what I was saying, maybe Vax will pop up, because I wanted to show you how to do it. I was just on Vax earlier, so I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, we're just gonna do Vacation Express then. Won't do Hawaii, we'll look up something else. So mainly you can do for any of the different stuff that you wanna look up, you look on IntelliTravel Departure Lounge, see what location that you're looking for, see what vendor they say you're gonna use. So we looked up Jamaica and they said Vacation Express. So now we're gonna say, okay, new booking. And we're gonna go ahead and say, okay, we want just hotel only. Okay, and we're gonna do it for Jamaica. And we're gonna say, you know, those dates. We're gonna say no kids. Okay. But before we even do all that, let me go back. So since I first wasn't looking up Jamaica, let me show you back on Facebook on IntelliTravel, because a lot of times people want to know, well, how do I know which hotel to even look up? How do I know which one's a party scene, which one's a relaxing scene, which one is, you know, whatever. So let me go back to Facebook first, just because this is a different city than we were gonna do, or state or country. So let's go back to Facebook first and go back to IntelliTravel Departure Lounge. And we're gonna put Jamaica in the search engine since Vax don't wanna help me right now. And there we go. So y'all see my Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanna make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here goes Jamaica. Now, Jamaica is very, very common. A lot of people like Jamaica. A lot of people potentially either want a kid-friendly or adult-friendly. So I tell everybody that anytime you're looking up any city or state, you need to make sure you ask the right questions and qualify your client. Okay. Because if you do all this researching and you getting all these adult only, and then you find out that some kids are coming, guess what? That research you did doesn't mean anything. So first thing really is, once you find out the place, talk to your client and find out, okay, what is your budget? Is it gonna be kids? Is it gonna be adult only? Do you wanna relax? Do you wanna party? What is the environment that you want? And those different things will actually help you decide which hotels. And then you need to know, what is your budget? Because unfortunately, sometimes people have unrealistic budgets for some of these areas. So they tell you, okay, I want $1,500 per person, okay, for a week in Jamaica. And I want it to be a party scene. Okay, so I will look on here, look up Jamaica. Here goes, and I might even put Jamaica adult, just to try to limit what stuff that it pops up. Right here, they said, okay, this is a beautiful resort, Reed Palace, Jamaica, adult only, all inclusive. They actually use VAX, and they booked it on Apple Vacation. And then they also did some excursions through their Viator link. And they mainly showed that. This person, they also did Reed Palace for their 40th. And this one they did, no, that's something totally different. But mainly you see how now it says adults only. It says Jamaica. It helps you limit what, this person said, okay, they want a 5,000 budget. And they don't want a huge resort. Has anyone had any exceptional food? They want good food. They want somebody to have some vegan type options too. And so I will go to the comments. Couples Resort in Ocho Rio was what somebody said. Somebody else said Couples Out Tower. So mainly you can look and see what other resorts do people think of, what other resorts do other people recommend for the environment that you wanted. Okay. So now if we go back to Vacation Express, based on looking at, they said Jamaica is good, these certain hotels for your clubbing or your partying or your relaxation, whatever your particular client wants. We go to, oh, wrong one. We go to new booking. We said Jamaica, we're gonna say the week of Thanksgiving. So we'll say 18th through the 25th. We're gonna say 2 adults. Continue. Now, if they do not want flights, then of course you just look up that particular city, that particular country, and just do hotel only. And if I went too fast on that part, I can go backwards to show that I click hotel only versus the airfare. So here goes the airfare with the hotel. This is hotel only. I'm gonna say that I don't know which hotel I want, but we'll just do that first. All right, so right here you will see the AI stands for all inclusive. Right here it says if it's kid friendly or not. And I personally don't do kid friendly unless they bring in some kids. So if they tell me that they want kids or they're gonna have their kids, then okay. But if not, if no kids come in on this reservation, I'm not looking at nothing with kids in it. So I look for AO, which is adult only. So these are the only adult only in Jamaica. Okay. Now their budget was $1,500. Now I would need to know, is that $1,500 with airfare? Because the cheapest one is almost $1,200, and that's with no airfare for that particular time frame. And you have to be okay to say, oh, you need a bigger budget, or you don't need a bigger budget. Okay. So if they did want this to include airfare, then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna do a package, and it's from Chicago. And we're gonna say, okay, continue. Now, one thing that I did not show you, right here, I already had myself on nonstop just because the previous thing that I looked up, person wanted nonstop. So you can change, okay, different things right here. You can say, oh, on all stops, nonstop, max 1 stop. You can put all those different things on there. But of course, that's gonna change the price too. You can put the hotel name, but sometimes I don't, just because if for some reason it is not there, you won't see it at all. And you may not know that, oh, it is normally there, but your 1 day off made it where it's not there. If they have a certain airline that they want to you can click which airline you want. If you want to say, okay, I only want economy, I want premium, I want business first class, you can click that option also on there. So we're gonna say continue. Now this one will have airfare with it because the person wanted it for $1,500 for one person. So with airfare and hotel, and I've always asked, do you want all inclusive? 90% of the time when it's Jamaica, they usually do want all inclusive, but maybe they don't want all inclusive. Maybe they want a boutique type hotel. And those options are there. So like I was already saying, here goes AI is all inclusive. And we know they say they want all inclusive. They also want adult only. So here go the cheapest one with flight, adult only, all inclusive is $2,300. So what I do sometimes, I actually say, okay, if that's what you want, then that budget is not gonna work for that budget. Or what I do sometimes, just to give people a realization of, okay, what your real cost is, I sometimes will actually Google flights. And I let them know that, okay, here goes my Google flights. And with Google Flights, it tells me that, okay, no matter what, this is the going rate for flights. So no matter what, if they know that the flights alone are already $1,000, guess what? You're not gonna get $1,500 for those particular dates. So this also lets me see if I need to change the dates around, because some people say their dates are flexible. So let me show you. So I already said the week of Thanksgiving, we're gonna say 18th through the 25th. But I don't know if you noticed, before I clicked anything, it had multiple different prices there. Those are the prices. So right now it says Saturday is that price. But if I change it to Sunday, look at the difference in price. I can change it now to, okay, we can do 19th through the 24th, and that may save them $200, or it may be, so that's the advantage of looking at Google Flights. 90% of my, I always look at Google Flights first, just because I always want to know, okay, if it's one day different, it's another day different, is that going to change the price? And my dates did not stay on there, as you can see. So right here it says my price. All right. All right, so 19th through the 24th, my price ended up being $532, but it is a long layover. But I may be able to say, okay, but you can go for $742 with one stop, or I can even change it to non-stop. I can say, okay, nonstop only. But I use Google Flights probably every single time, especially if the person says that their dates are flexible, because I want to say, okay, what's the cheapest date based off of the dates the time frame that you want to go. So I always go on Google Flights and look at that, because it will help you. You can change it 1-2 days and potentially save, $500, $300. Going up a whole week difference, change the price. Let's see what that one is. November 3rd through the 11th, change the price too. Now it's only $399. They got a long layover though, but it's cheaper. Or they want the nonstop, only $525. But you wouldn't know that unless you went on Google Flights. So here goes, I gotta go back to the venture. There we go. So here goes back to Vacation Express. So now I know that the price of flights are already, a certain amount. It lets me know, or lets me tell them that, hey, $1,500 is probably not realistic if you want all inclusive, if you want those exact dates. So don't ever feel like, okay, I have to try to make this work in this certain price range, because if it's not available, it's not available. So always keep that in mind. So for me, I would say, okay, this is what the rate is, this is what the price are going. And if you looked on your Facebook page, you can also find out that, oh, Rio Montego Bay is more of a party place. So that might be where you need to go. But you got somebody who is a lot older, or somebody who wants to relax, Rio Montego Bay may not be the place for you to go. But also, I don't use just IntelliTravel Departure Lounge as a research. I'll go to TripAdvisor. I would go to Google. I mean, look, I would even go on Expedia and look at the reviews. I mean, I had a client who actually wanted to go to Jamaica. She wanted to go to Ocean Eden Bay, but the reviews were terrible. Like, yeah, the pictures look beautiful, but what are people saying? That's not even the right one. Ocean Eden Bay. It seemed like it was good reviews, but then when you go to the most current ones, it was saying something different. But the point is, you have to research the areas that you want. You have to research the hotel. And so people will have more of a realistic, and now it shows good reviews. But I've researched this recently for someone else, and it was not good reviews at that time. See, this right here says not 5-star. It says some other information. The point is, you have to research in other areas. Don't just look at one source. Because what one person feels is okay, another person feels is not. But you got to find out, what is it that my client wants? What does my client feel is okay, acceptable or not acceptable? Because Rio Montego Bay, it is decent, it's nice, but all the Rios are very similar to each other. So if they said that they went to another Rio and they didn't like it, guess what? I'm probably not gonna give them another Rio option, because they already said they tried Rio and they didn't like it. Okay, but you always got to give them a realistic price range. I mean, they got to give you a realistic price range for what they want, but you just got to give them a more realistic what's available in your price range. So when you keep going down, you will see, okay, there's some other all-inclusives, adult onlys, and you may find out like, oh, they want Secrets. Okay, Secrets is $3,069 per person. So when you click on that, you'll see, okay, here goes Secrets Wild Orchard, which if you click on it, you can actually see the hotel. You can click more info, and it actually tells you these are some different pictures. Here go the different room types. And here we go. Here goes some different room types. Here goes the different things about it. This, so they tell you other things. Here goes the amount of rooms in there. They may say they want a huge resort. They may say I only want a small resort. So those are different things you have to look at. And back to the rooms, some hotels have like a preferred club. That's more like a I don't want to say bougie, but a different level. It's a step up, or more like a concierge. Some of them have a butler service. Some of them have, okay, when you do the preferred club, you get this or you get that. So this one on the Secrets, all preferred club suites offer all these other amenities. Some of those amenities may not be important to that person, but to somebody else, it may be important. So you have to talk to your client, and see what is it that they're looking for. What is it that they want? Do they want to relax? Do they want to party? What do they want to accomplish with this particular trip? And so what I also do after I find out what place they want, okay, those Secrets Wild Orchard, I actually use Travel Joy for my trips. So I actually do a smart proposal through Travel Joy. And before I had Travel Joy, I actually did it through Canva. Let me see, and I have Canva right here. And so in Canva, which they do have a free one, you can actually put your name of your trip, or where it's going. Then you can also put the flight information if they have, if they want you to book a flight. Here you go, I put option 1, then I put option 2, just because I didn't know what they wanted for sure. This is where I put a picture of the hotel in the room, and I put some basic details about the room on this Canva. And I just went to Google the hotel. I took pictures copied and pasted onto the Canva. And I just gave them multiple options. Here go option 2. And the thing is, this is why it's important to sometimes come up with a niche, because you may find out that everybody wants Jamaica stuff. Guess what? Become a Jamaica expert then. And so then guess what? You know every single thing about it. But when you say, okay, I'm gonna do hotels, I'm gonna do just flights, I'm gonna do, every single thing, eventually you may feel overwhelmed because it's a lot of information, and you want to be an expert at something. I'm not saying you can't book other things, but you want to be an expert at something. So there, I put option 3. Now, majority of my quotes, I always give at least 3 options unless they said I want this particular hotel. And then I always put some excursions on there just so that they have some other options. And usually I put my Viator link on it also. Now this one, I don't think I had it on there because I haven't used this in a while. This is when I first started. So it doesn't have all the information, but I hope you guys get the gist of it. Here goes other excursions that I mainly told them about. Now, like I stated already, I actually use TravelJoy. So when I do TravelJoy, I put the information on there. I usually put some little basic spiel, what's included, what's not included. I always put on here, price are subject to change until deposits are made. Every single one. I do now a cover letter, which I used to not do, but now I do put a cover letter in there. And I literally copy and paste this to every single one. And I just change the days and some basic information I may change. But all of them are the exact same for my cover letter. So don't think too much about it. It doesn't have to be that hard. And I actually got that part
Can you
from
explain what TravelJoy is?
TravelJoy is a CRM that for me, it made it easier for me to be more organized because TravelJoy, but IntelliTravel is actually has come up with one, and within the next couple of months, everybody will have access to it. So currently, the CRM we have, everything is, I'll say, archaic, just because you have this customer management form. Currently, you can click on this customer profile form and actually qualify your client, like I was saying at the beginning. And some people I would just write all the information in here and just talk to the client and see what they want. And it says, okay, what's your budget? How many adults? How many kids? All stuff that I was saying at the beginning, like, okay, what are your dates? Are they flexible? Yes and no. What are your interests? What are some things you want to do? What's your preference in seats? Do you want business class? Do you want economy? Cruise, are you trying to do a cruise? Are you trying to, hotels? And that's why sometimes I may ask, what hotels do you normally like to stay at? If they tell me Motel 6, okay, that tell me, okay, I can look at other levels. If they tell me I only stay at Marriott, or only stay at Hilton, or I only stay at Ritz-Carlton, okay, then that tells me something else. So I always think about those different things. And that's another reason why using this form is beneficial. Anybody have a question about this CRM or this one that IntelliTravel offers?
Can you save those forms electronically?
You can, and you can do it through Adobe, like if you want them to do it. But like I said, I don't use it. So unfortunately, I don't have much to say about that particular form. But a lot of times it's only for your own records anyway. So it's not that it has to be saved but it's gotta be saved for yourself just to make it easier for you to remember like what stuff they want or what dates they want. Now, one key thing, no matter what, you have to do a credit card authorization form on every
Right.
single thing that you do. Now that you can do through Adobe and have it where they sign it. Now, like I stated, I use TravelJoy. So with TravelJoy, I don't have to do none of that. I send it to them electronically and they send it back to me electronically. So I literally send an email. Oh, where is mine? I guess I must have just closed it. Let's see.
Hey, Toya.
Uh-huh.
Hey, okay, you said that you don't use that customer information form. Do you have a Google form that you have put together yourself, or what form do you use?
I
Because I
actually
know.
use TravelJoy, and I actually have a trip request form that I actually
Okay,
use. And so here goes my template. Hold on.
okay, because I know I've got a Google one that I created, but it's been a long time, so for
Yeah, so
me.
here goes my form. And let me see, can I put it? Do y'all see it?
Mm-hmm, yes.
So look, so when I go into preview mode, this is what they see when they want to fill it out. So I literally email this to them and then they fill it out and it literally goes right back into my TravelJoy. It tells me their address. The stuff that's asterisk is the stuff that has to be filled out. Their birthday, different trip information. Are they days flexible? Some of the exact same questions that were on that CRM sheet that IntelliTravel has. Their budget, that helps a lot. Their travel preference, what type of hotel they want, what type of you know, what vibe they want. Do they want party scene, romantic scene, adventure? You know, if there's certain activities that they want, then if they do say, okay, I want to do golf, or I want to do scuba diving, I mean, I'm gonna look on Viator or somewhere else to see, you know, what other activities can I offer them that is and that what they want. So mainly they fill that out and it will automatically go. Once they fill it out, it goes to my dashboard. So
That's what I was
these
asking if the IntelliTravel one did that.
not yet, but they just did an IntelliSpark informational like last week, and they said in the next couple months it will be something very similar to this.
Oh, that'll
And
be.
so they said that, let me go back on here. Here goes the IntelliTravel one. But they said that, okay, so if you don't want it, you can still continue to use this. You gotta have them sign an insurance waiver form. If they want it, they don't want it. I will say if they don't want it, I make my clients still sign it saying that they don't want it. And normally with me telling them they have to sign something, they usually make them change their mind and say they want it, or they'll end up, you know, get the insurance. Okay. So when it comes to the credit card authorization form, you can do it through Adobe though. You can go through Adobe and click it. So if you wanted to do the new one, the IntelliSparks, that will be coming out in the next couple months. So mainly they are rolling it out to different individuals, little by little. And they claim they're going to try to get it done before the end of the summer. So keep checking your email. Now, if you do want the ones that they offer, they are offering one that is $4.99 that includes some of the stuff, and then they have one that's $7.99. Well, $7.99 a month is not bad because Travel Joy costs $30 a month and Travelify costs like $60, $70 a month. So I mean, it does make my life easier. That's the only reason why I got it. I personally was not going to get it until I had a group cruise or group trip or something, but I use it on a regular basis. I use it, as you can see, for all my trips. And for example, for my group trips, you can make a group page. So let's see if I'll go to my group page. I made a group file, and mainly, let me just preview so you can just see what it looks like. You will see the hotel, whatever information you want in there. And this is to Travel Joy though. I put on there what's included in the trip, and then they actually had the option to pick the different rooms that they wanted. But I put all that information in there. I put the pictures in. I just copy and paste the information that was on the hotel site for the rooms and the detail of the rooms. So anybody have any questions? Because I know I said a lot already and I kind of moved around a little bit.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Does Travel Joy, this is Sybil, does Travel Joy have any features for GPT chat or AI on it?
Does it have what? I didn't hear the last part you said.
GPT chat or artificial intelligence in the back end?
No.
Okay, thanks.
They do not. I think Canva has something like that. I have found that out recently. But for Travel Joy, no, Travel Joy is just to help me with my organization. It sends out the reminders for their bills. Like, okay, for example, here go my tasks. It says, okay, this person needs a payment. This person needs, you know, is due next month. Here goes, okay, who's overdue, or who, even future ones, future payments. Here goes future payment stuff. So Travel Joy is just a good organization tool that I don't even have to think about. I mean, I put all their dates and stuff, reminder stuff in there early on. I would recommend that if you're gonna be doing a payment thing like that, to always tell them a week before it's actually due, because people always wait to the last minute and then you still have to process it. So if you wait till the last day and I gotta still process it, I mean, you know, they don't really give you much time. All right, any other questions about anything I said so far?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Hey, Latoiya. For the credit card authorization,
Mhm.
is there any kind of EFT or anything, I'm sorry, not EFT, but just electronic signature, anything that's available?
You can do it on Adobe. Adobe allows you to have somebody send it to somebody, have them sign it. And that is
Adobe.
mhm, yeah. And
Okay.
then if you do use Vax, which I've never done it, but let me see if Vax, I don't even know if Vax gonna open up for me, but Vax actually has a option where you can send them the payment and they can just do it all on there themselves, so it doesn't even go to you.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's good for you to say that. I didn't know if that was the case, but yeah, glad that's how that's done. Thank you so much.
No problem, Jen. All right, any other questions so I can actually answer what you guys want? Or if I didn't cover something that you're interested in, I mean,
Thank you. That was very helpful.
Yeah, it's helpful. I'm glad it's being recorded.
yeah, so mainly there's a whole bunch of options. I mean, there's some other stuff that you need or whatever, you can always message me. I'm always down to help. So if you don't have any other questions regarding the trip stuff or vacation building.
Latoiya, you
but
had a cover letter. You started to say where you copied that from. Where did you get that from?
Cindy Bergman, she actually had did a training, which I believe I have that training.
Was it
And
last year?
it was the beginning of this year, I think maybe like January, February.
Oh, okay. I may
They
have
had
been on
did
that. Okay.
And it was like an all day thing. And one of the videos she had, if it was last year, I mean, time we going by so fast. If it was last year, it was like December. But
Mhm.
it was, I know once I seen it, I'm like, oh yeah, let me copy and paste that. And
Okay.
so
I
I
got you.
literally copied and pasted and like ran with it and changed it to my own. So here goes. Let me show you a copy of
Thank
it.
you, Tina. I remember that.
Yep. So she let me see, I think this one has it on there. Yeah, but she ended up had did a training. And I was like, oh yeah, let me get that because mainly it says that, hey, this is not all the hotels. So if it's somewhere else that you want, let me know. Or if it is and mainly I do think it does help make it where if the person had some other ideas and you didn't hit it, that they'll let you know versus, oh, let me just get somebody else to do it. I think it does decrease people not signing up or people not, you know, I need a charger. Oh, I gotta get my charger. My computer about to die. Mom, yeah,
Latoya, do you find that your clients find that sheet to do and try not to do it, or do you get much pushback on it, on them filling out those forms?
No, because I tell them once it's filled out, then I can talk to you, but I can't talk to you if you don't have it filled out. I'm assuming you're talking about the trip request form.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, I feel like they have to do that. I mean, how can I help you if you don't fill it out?
All right.
Latoya, how do we reach you? You said we can reach
You can always reach me at my cell phone is 312-560-0266. And you can always text me. I do work Monday through Friday, 7:45 to 4:15. Yes. Thank you. And I've just got to put my computer on the charger real quick since it's about to die. Oh,
Okay, got it. Thank you.
so I do think that, I mainly say you got to do it. I always tell them you got to do it. And normally, I mean, sometimes you can always say, okay, I'll fill it out with them on the phone with me, but 99% of the time I send it to them and say, okay, once I get this information, then I can move forward. That's what I normally tell them. All right, any other questions regarding the travel stuff? And this one's another example of another Jamaica trip that I had sent to somebody through Travel Joy. I copy and paste the hotel information on there. I copied and paste the pictures on there. I usually put a YouTube video of whatever hotel that they're looking at. Here goes another room. Here goes another YouTube video of, and I usually try to do one that's like really just talking about just the hotel or just the resort. I try not to do ones that are like, oh, my personal thoughts and everything, but you know, each his own. Here goes another one that talks about Riu Palace. And as you can see, and this one, I think I gave her a couple more than normal, but Jamaica, I already have so many people do Jamaica. I literally already have a form already in there and I can just literally copy the whole thing. And this is the advantage of having a niche or having something that you specialize in, because that means anytime somebody comes to me regarding Jamaica, I probably can get that to you in the same day because I do it so often. And then here always, if you do Jamaica, no matter what, tell people to do Mobay. They will be your best friend after they go through Mobay. Mobay is a VIP lounge that will get you through customs. So literally there'll be a sign with their name on it at customs waiting for them. Unfortunately, it is not at every airport, but Jamaica, it is in Jamaica. So if you ever book somebody in Jamaica, automatically tell them about this. And if they don't want it, okay. But 99% of the time, once they hear that they're gonna get VIPs access and they're gonna get through customs in, you know, quick, they get straight to the beginning of the line, they usually will do it. And like I said, I always put excursions on the bottom of my quotes. And then of course I'll give a copy of the insurance. Any questions on that? Because if not, we have one more thing. We gotta at least talk about some planning marketing. And
Latoya,
yes,
where was the Mobay? How do you schedule that for them?
it depends on who you are booking through. Like Vacation Express gives that as an option automatically for your different Caribbean stuff.
Okay. All right,
But
great.
if you didn't do it through Vacation Express, I do believe Vax, I don't recall if Vax has it on there or not. If not, you can do it through your Viator.
Okay.
We recommend everybody get their own Viator link so that people can also book their excursions. And there is excursions, transportation on there also.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, so of course we gotta do some PlanNet marketing. All right, so in regarding PlanNet marketing, I want to just talk to everybody about PS3. So let me move this over. I guess I gotta log in again. Give me 1 second. Guess my caps is on. Now, if you have the app, you can actually go into PlanNet marketing through the app, and the app will say getting started, and then you can go training videos, and it tells you about the peak, which is the P, which is go on here, virtual office, and I always forget where it's at on here, information center, resources, if I recall. Nope, wrong one.
I think it's library, Toy.
Okay. Look, I don't know why, but the thing is on my app, I just go to the app and I end up clicking on there. But you can also just click right here, get started. If you click get started on the main page, it will go to a couple different videos. So you can always do that too. So peak PS3 is peak, show the plan, and three-way call. Okay. So no matter what, those are the stuff that you should do every single time. So to peak, you need to mainly you have to talk to people. You have to talk to people. And let me see if I can, hold on. You can't be a secret agent and then expect to have people coming to you. How do they know to come to you? They don't. So hold on 1 second. I have some key marks broke down. Alrighty. So for peak, you have, hold on. All right. I don't know why I can't find what I'm looking for, but either way it go. For the PS3 though, you need to always talk to people. You have to tell people just basic conversation and just build some rapport with people, and pique their interest. You know, I mean, I always ask people, do they like travel? Even though that's not how they want you to do it. They want you to just talk generally. Tamika, how do you do yours? Do you always mention travel at the beginning, or do you just wait and actually just talk regular, build some rapport, and then say, hey, can I send you a video? Or do you say, hey, do you like to travel, or what? And I asked you that only because I was told that in general that I potentially have more people who only want to do travel, because I always introduce it as travel instead of introducing it generically so that they can automatically choose it what they want to do after they watch the video. So I think a lot of times, I think it's just easier to talk about travel. And I think that's why a lot of people mention that first.
It
What
is
do you do?
definitely easy to talk about travel, but now I used to um, ask about travel initially, but now I try to listen. So, like, if I'm around work and I hear somebody talking about how they tired of coming in, how they don't like their contract, because I work with a bunch of teachers, or it just depends on what they're saying. So if they're talking about they need more income, like teachers are about to go on summer break. So I'm asking, so what are you doing for the summer? And if they mention travel, then I say something about travel. Or if they mention, girl, I need a second stream or something, I need something coming in my household, then I always say, well, I need you to look at what I got. Can you get on this webinar for me? It's only about 40 minutes and we can talk tomorrow once we get back to work, and you can tell me what you like best and if this is for you. And so I let them pick what it is that they want.
So
By
what about
just
the cold market? What do you do for your cold market?
cold marketing, I definitely lead with travel,
Okay.
because travel is what got me here. Travel is normally what piques everybody's interest. So I definitely lead with travel. I mean, if I'm on Facebook and somebody has posted pictures and they on a resort or somewhere, I'm like, hey, did you make a commission off of that? So I'm in their inbox. And then I'm asking them to take a look at something. And if I show them a video, guys, I make sure I don't send anything until they can tell me a time that they're going to watch it. Because how long that video is, 5 minutes after that video ends, I am back talking to them. And if they don't confirm before I send it, I don't send it. Let me know when another time is good for you, because I don't want to just be spamming people or sending them information for them to pick apart. I want them to see it and then get back with me so I can answer their questions.
That's a good idea. I think that's a good tip for everybody to listen to, because no matter what, all of us got in this to make money. It may be on the travel side, it may be on the marketing side, but all of us got in this to make money. So find where it fits in for you. But no matter what, we all want to make money. So we all have to work together and just find out, okay, what's working, what's not working. So everybody needs to just kind of think about that when it comes to, okay, how can I make this better for me? How can I, make some money with this? Because at the end of the day, that's what all of us want.
Yeah, let me piggyback on what Tamika said too. She is right about that. You got to get that date, because you put value on it. If you just give it out there, they'll hold on to that thing and won't ever look at it. Some people, that's what they do. But if you tell them a time or get a time from them and then go back and follow up, she is so right, because I know I have missed the ball on things like that by not being consistent like that. You have to do that. Yeah, thank you, Tamika.
Yep. And then when it says show the plan, send the 11-minute video. If you have the app, make sure, and I think a lot of people, I don't think I can show you on here, but if you have the app, it's the easiest thing. All you do is click on the app, then click on lead, and then you can add the person to your leads. And then once you do that, you click share, and then you click video, and it has the big picture, which is the 11-minute video. 11 minutes is not a long time. So it's a lot easier to get somebody to watch 11-minute video sometimes than to come to a 30-minute Zoom or a 40-minute Zoom. If you don't have the app, I can send you the 11-minute big picture, or I could even put it in Life Changers if you want, so that you can copy it and send it to people. Put it in your phone and send it. And that, if they can't do the,
Oh, yeah, I had a question. For Tamika, actually. So Tamika, once you set them up with the video, or you also set up the three-way call, right? You need to call your director or your upline to have them ready to come in for a three-way?
Yes, you can, excuse me, you can tentatively set up a three-way. So like if I have a person and I'm sending a video to, I automatically go to director's calendar. And if my appointment is for 1 o'clock, I'm going to schedule my three-way for 1 o'clock. But I'm going to let her know, hey, I'm calling them at 1. As soon as I get them on the phone and they start asking questions, I'm calling you.
Okay.
And then if they don't have questions, but they see the value in it, then it turns into a welcome call. Because it takes maybe 5 minutes to sign up on PlanNet for the PlanNet portion of the business. Once they've done that, I'm calling her while they're going to IntelliTravel and signing up. That way I can knock things out in a timely fashion and not, steal a lot of their time. Because we're trying to get them in our private groups on Facebook. We're trying to send them a bunch of information. And if I can knock it all out in one whop, I want to, with the respect of their time. So yes, definitely want to set up that three-way. We don't want anybody. Director Jackie Greer Buchanan has been in the business longer than me. She is not answering her own questions. She is calling director to get her questions answered. And Latoiya is calling Sean or Jackie to get her people's questions answered. It's just all about leveraging up, even if it's somebody only because they know you as they auntie, they cousin, their co-worker. They don't know you as the business owner that is travel savvy and a boss, so you always want to leverage up. I hope that answered that, Orlean.
It did. Yes, I just need to set up my upline as well, or meaning you or Director Judy. Yep.
Normally and if I can't, guess what? I'm gonna go to director's Calendly and I will set it up for you if I'm not available.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
so as you can see, Tamika talked about pique the interest and then show the plan. So mainly the plan could be the 11-minute video, or it could be a Zoom call. But mainly, no matter what, you want to show the plan and then do that three-way call that we were talking about. And that will be just calling one of your uplines to potentially seal the deal. You had a question, Sharon?
Oh, no.
Oh, you unmuted, so that's why I thought you had a question. All right, any other questions? Going once, going twice.
Good job, Toya.
All right, but if you do have questions though, like seriously, don't hesitate to ask. I'm available to, if none else, direct you to where you need to go to look up some of the other information. Because no matter what, it's a lot of information out there. You just got to find it. And just make sure that, for any client, just make sure that you qualify them and see what they actually want. So then it'll be easier for you to find out or figure out how to answer it for them.
Great job. And if you guys have questions, we got chats. We got a bunch of chats.
Yeah.
So make
Yep.
sure you put it in our Life Changer.
Yeah, put on Life Changers.
Yes, our Life Changers, not Wealth Builders. You can put it in Life Changers on Facebook, or you can put it in Our life changers, what's that thing called? Group me. Yes.
Yep. So I would say do Life Changers on Facebook, just because there's a lot of people on there that do actually book travel. I mean, so then if it was planning marketing stuff, there's somebody on there that does more marketing. There's somebody in every category. Somebody will be able to assist you.
And if it is marketing, they can actually go to Power One, because we try to not overwhelm everybody in Group Me with the marketing business, because a lot of them are just ITAs only, or some of them. I won't say a lot of them, but some of them. So just make sure you get your questions answered, and you can even go in the group and put at Latoiya. You know, her name will pop up, and you can ask her directly, or you can ask our director directly, whoever you want to ask. Just make sure you don't not ask your questions. Make sure you ask your questions.
Because it can be a lot, and I don't want anybody getting frustrated. So that's why, that's why we're doing these meetings, so that one, you can really ask your questions. I mean, that's the whole point. The questions, if you don't ask, then how you gonna ever get it resolved? How you gonna ever move your business forward if you're like, oh, I couldn't do this, and you just stop? So no matter what, if I could do it, I'm a wife. I have 5 kids. I have 4 in my house. I actually work a full-time job as a pharmacist Monday through Friday. And I'm doing this, and I'm doing it on both sides. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about I'm tired, I'm busy. Guess what? If I can do it, you can do it.
That part.
Sometimes you may just have to ask for some help. Like, okay, where do I find this? Where do I find that? And hey, I have no problem in directing you. And guess what? The more you do it, the easier it'll be. The first one may seem like, oh my God, it's so much. But the second and third one, you learn lessons from the first one.
Tina said, let's get that money.
Yes, yes. I guess I didn't even look at the chat to see what questions people had. Sorry.
That's all right. I can go back real quick. I didn't see any come up. We were unmuting.
Okay. Yep.
Okay,
No.
yeah, there's no questions in the chat.
All righty. All right. Well, if nothing else,